Hello and welcome to TVC News this hour. The People's Democratic Party has been declared the winner of the 30 chairmanship and councillorship seats in Saturday's local government election in Osun State that witnessed low voter turnout. The results of the election were declared by the chairman of the State Independent Electoral Commission, Hashim Abiuyi. The commission had defied warnings by the police and the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, and relied on the judgments of the Osun State High Court in Elisha, which ordered the electoral agency to conduct elections for the vacant positions of chairman and councillors of the 30 local government areas. Meanwhile, the exercise did not take place in most polling units visited by TVC News, but some local governments commenced the exercise as early as 7:40 a.m., including Eden North local government, where Governor Ademola Adeleke cast his vote. Senior reporter Rafiu Hamid report.
We set out early for election coverage. The state government had announced a restriction on movement from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. However, despite this order, vehicular movement was observed with security operatives conducting stop and search operations. Polling units remained empty as electoral officers failed to show up. At all the polling units visited, we encountered only a few voters at Unit 2 Gulf Junction at Aujadi, Osogbo, who were still waiting for voting materials as at 10 a.m.
We are here for 14. We are here by 6 o'clock. So we are waiting for our presiding officer. So we want to vote here. We are calling him. He told us to wait for them. They are coming here now.
But in Ede, Governor Ademola Adeleke cast his vote at 7:45 a.m. at Sagba Abugunde Ward 2 Unit 9 before returning to the government house.
The process has been very peaceful. I made a broadcast to my good people of Osun State that this election should be peaceful, there should be no violence, because Osun State is a very peaceful state. And in a state like that, they should come out peacefully and vote and go back peacefully too.
Voting also took place in a few polling units in Osogbo and Ebedore local governments.
Accreditation is going on. You can just feel them. Accreditation is going on. After the accreditation, so they will give them their ballot paper to cast their candidate of choice as per chairmanship, and they will also exercise their franchise right as per councillorship.
In Ikiri and Apum, shop owners opened for business as no voting took place. The reinstated chairman of Isokan local government, Goke Odetunde, attributed the development to lack of vacancies in all the local government councils, as stated in the Court of Appeal judgment delivered last week.
There shouldn't be an election because the rule of law says there is no election. If there's an announcement, legal announcement, that there is no election, why must election take place? So election cannot take place. Any election taking place is now illegal.
For now, the headquarters of the Osun State Independent Electoral Commission remains shut, as several attempts to reach the chairman of the commission on phone have been unsuccessful. Having gone round all the 3 senatorial districts that make up Osun State, with majority of voters not coming out to cast their ballots, it is expected that the chairman of the State Independent Electoral Commission will brief journalists on the reason for the developments. Rafiu Hamid, TVC News, Osogbo.
In another development, the People's Democratic Party South-South has elected new zonal officers as its zonal congress to pilot the affairs of the party in the region. The congress, which held in Calabar, was attended by delegates from across the South-South region and other prominent party members, including Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, party officials and security agencies. The newly elected zonal chairman, Dan Obi, promised to work tirelessly to strengthen the party's structures and mobilize support across the region. He commended the delegates for their support and promised to carry everyone along. Other elected officers include Alaba Tona, Zonal Secretary, among others.
I've once again shown that they have confidence in my leadership of the zone. I want to thank them. I want to say I'm indeed very pleased to be re-elected as National Vice Chairman South-South by the mere instruction of the Federal High Court, Abuja, We've gone ahead to conduct this Congress, and you have seen for yourself. We had members of the BOT, we had former governors, we had members of the National Assembly, we have all the states well represented at this Congress. I want to thank the people of the South-South for their overwhelming support for the success of this Congress.
While the People's Democratic Party has dismissed claims that it conducted a South-South Zonal Congress, saying that the gathering in Calabar, Cross River State, was not an official event of the party, the National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, Debo Ologwagba, in a statement said, in quote, PDP states in clear terms that it has not conducted a South-South Zonal Congress, neither is it in any way involved in the said gathering in Calabar, end quote. The statement further explained that the party had officially postponed the Congress to allow for broader consultations. The party's spokesman asked members and stakeholders to disregard any event claiming to be its zonal Congress. The Chairman House of Representatives Committee on Women Affairs, Kafilat Ogbara, has expressed worry over the depleting numbers of female lawmakers at the National Assembly. She said this at the Shagamu, Ogun State, while honoring the memory of her former colleague Adewumi Ononuga at her alma mater, Remo Divisional High School. Senior reporter Kazim Olowe has the details.
The chairman of the House of Representatives Committee on Women Affairs, Kafilat Ogbara, has called for support for women to occupy political positions, especially at the National Assembly level. She made this known while speaking about Adewumi Ononuga, the former Deputy Chief Whip of the House of Representatives. The lawmaker says she attended the 60th Founders Day of the Remo Divisional High School in honor of her friend, who was a former president of the Old Students Association of the school, and because they decided to immortalize her through the internal road project of the school. She says her death has left a vacuum and called on Ogun State government and the people of the state to consider replacing her with a female candidate, as the numbers of the female lawmakers in the House of Representatives has reduced.
We are hoping that the government of Ogun State and the people of Ogun State will support us to have a woman replace her, because the number of women in the House, I am the chairman of the House Committee on Women Affairs, the number of women in the House is declining by the day, and we have lost a leadership position that was being occupied by a woman. We are not happy about this, so we hope that we'll be compensated by ensuring that a woman replaces Ijaya in this constituency.
The Commissioner for Education in Ogun State, Abayomi Arigbabu, on his part, commended the Old Students Association of the school for their contributions.
Excellent, very fantastic, and that's what gives them joy. And that's why they are not, they don't think twice before spending their resources on the school. We'll continue to commend Old Students Associations, Remo Divisional High School, Old Students Association.
Others want Nigerians to consider giving back to their roots and help the younger generation to grow instead of putting the whole responsibilities on the government.
We know that government alone cannot provide everything we need. We have to complement the efforts of government. And that is precisely what we're doing here and what we have been doing even before now.
You must prioritize your giving back. Somebody did it before you got there. And there is reward when you actually give back to your own citadel of learning. So at all times, we cannot allow the government to just continue with everything.
The event features the inauguration of the donated projects such as school fence, computer laboratory, and book launch.
For this set of people, giving back to their alma mater is what should be encouraged among Nigerians in order to support the government. Kazim Olowe, TVC News, Shagamu.
In Jigawa State, new figures from the State Bureau of Statistics has revealed concerning rate of early marriage and low levels of formal education, particularly among women. Statistician General of Jigawa State, Jamilu Kabas, presented these findings in a report on general household surveys, healthcare facilities censuses, and the Consumer Price Index. TVC News correspondent Yusuf Isa has the details.
The shocking report from Jigawa State Bureau of Statistics reveals alarming rate of early marriage and limited education. 75.4% of women between the age of 15 to 49 in Jigawa State were married before the age of 15 years. while a staggering 57.1% of women between the age of 20 to 49 were also married before the age of 18. Furthermore, education is a critical challenge, with 58.5% of women aged between 15 to 49 lacking formal education compared to 35.8% of men.
What they have given us today is not only a statistics, but rather a variable tools that can be used in effective decision making. I want to assure you that this document, we will use this document to ensure that we have strengthened our health system, we also strengthen our education system, we also strengthen the empowerment program we are doing. The same document and the result, we will use it as a guide also to strengthen our social protection policies.
The report shed light on Jigawa State's development and everyday reality of its people. Findings from General Household Survey and Healthcare Facility Census provide a detailed assessment of healthcare services, highlighting areas of progress and opportunity for improvement.
The next one is the General Household Survey. This General Household Survey is the largest general household survey ever undertaken at the subnational level.
In a positive development, market survey conducted in weekly markets across the states reveals a 35% reduction in price of key food items, including rice, millets, sorghum, and maize. Yusuf Isa, TVC News.